Hey everyone, welcome back to the Midnight Sessions. Today we're doing another Pokemon Memory Challenge, this time tackling the flying types. Now, as you can see, there are a lot. This is the last one that goes over 100, 101 that we have to try and remember. So this one, I think I should be able to do okay on. Most flying type Pokemon are primarily flying type, which means they're like bird-like usually, so I should be okay. Although knowing me, I'm definitely going to miss a few. So yeah, you know what, let's just jump into it. And we'll start with Gen 1. So, up here, the first flying Pokemon in the list is Charizard. Actually, you know what? Let's go through the we'll go through the types, not the types, the starters first, because I think there are at least one more. So there's no more Gen 1, Gen 2, nope, Gen 3. Nope. I don't think Gen 4 either. Gen 5. What was Gen 5? No Gen 5. No Gen 6. But Gen 7. Actually, was Rowlet part flying? Because I know that Decidueye was Ghost, flying grass ghost. You know, I think Rowlet was flying. He was a bird. These are the ones that are going to trip me up. Are the ones that are primarily one type, like I guess primary and secondary types. And if Rowlet is, then the Dartrix also has to be. And if I'm wrong, I'm very sorry. Feel free to scream at your screens. But I'll find out at the end if I'm wrong. Okay, but that's all for the starters. So we'll start off with Gen 1 with the Kanto Pokemon. So that one had the Pidgey line. And Pidgeot. It always bothered me that Pidgeotto came before Pidgeot, because it seemed to me like it should be like Pidgey, and then Pidgeot is an expansion of Pidgey, and then Pidgeotto is an expansion of Pidgeot. So it seemed like a sort of like name evolution, but you know, you can't win them all. Hopefully you guys can hear that wind outside. It's quite relaxing for me at least. So we have Spearow and Fearow. We have Farfetch'd. Is that all for the primary flying types? Well, at the very least, the secondary type ones, I remember Zubat and Golbat, and I know Crobat is Gen 2, but I'll write it here anyway, because it'll upset me that it's not with its group. Okay, so I remember Dragonite. We should probably do the legendary birds while we're thinking of them. Actually, let's do all the legendaries right now. So we have Moltres. I was recently playing. I don't know if any of you guys remember the Rescue Dungeon games. I had the one for the Game Boy Advance, which is Red Rescue Dungeon. And the first time I played through that game, I had a lot of fun. It was great. However, I played through again pretty recently, and I played as a grass type. Like the way it picks what character you are is you do like a personality test, and it gives you a Pokemon based on that. And yeah, I got a grass type for the second time, and turns out the game is very, very difficult when you're a grass type, because there's a point where you have to, like, you're on the run, so you don't have the benefits of having like the town where you can set up properly, you can get all the equipment you need, and you have to fight Moltres and Articuno, both of which have both typings that are super effective against grass. So it was like, I think I beat the Moltres somehow, but the Articuno I could not beat, and I just put the game down and never played it again because it was so frustrating. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Oh. The gear is flying, right? Yeah, because it's flying psychic. Yeah, okay. I think I just get confused about Lugia because it's meant to be like the guardian of the sea, so I always assume it's got like water typing. And it doesn't. So for Gen 3, what legendaries did we have? It was Rayquaza. Now Latios and Latios were Dragon Psychic, so it wasn't them. I think that's it for the Gen 3 legendaries. Gen 4 legendaries. So there was Palkia, Dialga, Giratina, none of them. The Lake Guardians, none of them. Cresselia, Darkrai, none of them. Shaman, Heatran, Victini. Okay, so none for that one. But then we had the Genie Pokemon from Gen 5, which were Thundurus, Landorus. I'm not quite sure how to spell these because I've never used one before in a game. And Tornadus. Geez, that wind's really going for it outside. What else was in Gen 5? Gen 5 had a lot of legendaries. Because it also had the Swords of Justice. The Musketeer Pokemon, I think they were. So there wasn't Kyurem, Zekrom, or Reshiram. I think that might actually be it for this one. Not sure, but I think so. Gen 6 though had Yveltal. And I think that was it for Gen 6, because I think Gen 6 really cut down on the amount of legendaries they had. Gen 7 had not Lunala, not Solgaleo, not any of the Tapus. Which Ultra Beasts were there? I know Celesteela. Was that the only flying type? Kartana was steel grass, I think. think that might be it, but we'll see how many we've got left at the end. Finally, we can go back to the Kanto Pokemon. But I think we have actually got all of them. Unless there's just a couple that I've forgotten. Anyway, we'll go to Gen 2. And we will figure out at the end what we've missed. So we have Hoot Hoot and Knockdown. This one's going to be a little bit trickier. I think Ledian, at the very least, is a flying type. I'm not sure about Ledibel. I'm going to go with Ledian. No, I'll put a little asterisk here, because again, I'm not sure. He's one of those ones where it's like, oh, Butterfree. I was like, bug. Venomoth, isn't it? Venomoth's bug. Psychic. Yep, okay. And Beedrill is just plain bug, right? I don't think it's flying. I'm not sure. Mega Pinsir is flying though. Okay. Anyway, Gen 2. Let's think. I'm playing through Gen 2 at the moment, but there's not a lot about this gen that I remember. And also, we've got to remember that Gen 2 didn't add a huge amount of Pokemon. I might actually have to come back to Gen 2 with only 3 Pokemon. Oh, that's abysmal, but I might have to do it. Yeah, I'm gonna come back. We want to Gen 3, because I remember Gen 3 a little bit better. So we've got Taylor and Swallow. We have Wingull and I think it's only one L in Pelipper. Masquerain. Okay, back up to the top. We have Tropius. I think I used Tropius in my very first playthrough of Ruby because I thought it looked cool. Which is as good enough reason as any. Swablu is normal flying, I think. Altaria is dragon flying. Now, Flygon is not dragon flying, it is dragon ground. Yanma, was Yanma flying? I'm not sure that it was. I think it might have just been a normal bug type. Same with Yanmega, I think. I'm really not sure. Oh gosh, I just thought of one though. Oh, I've immediately forgotten it. Oh, that hurts. That hurts so much. What was it? Ninjask. That was it. I think Ninjask is part flying. Not Shedinja though, because that is Ghost. Okay, what else have we got? Let's go through the routes, because I think there might be more. So we start off in Little Root, go up, and there's only Wingulls and Talos in terms of flying. You go across here to Petalburg, I think. Up through the forest. I don't think there's any flying types there. Up to Rustboro. Nothing there. Along to the right, towards the Wisma Cave, Verdant Turf, I think it was. Or Rust Turf Tunnel, sorry. I don't think there was anything there either. Dewford Town, no. I really do think that there's more. Oh, I've just remembered from Gen 2. Skarmory, because I remember up near Phalaborg Town, I once spent a long time trying to get a Skarmory. I think they were pretty rare up there, but I really wanted one. There was that, the caves area, which had Lunatones and Soul Rocks, but they were rock psychic, I think. And then you'd go back to Moorville, which I skipped over, and over to like the jungly area, and that's where Tropius is. And then there's like the Mount Pyre area, which had like dust skulls and stuff, and then the big ocean area. You know, the more I think about the Horn region, the more I think it was the best region they ever made. I know IGN thinks there's too much water, but it's just nice, and it's a nice varied place. You know, I think I'm done with Gen 3. We've done a fair few. Okay, Gen 4. What was their bird? Their bird was a Starly, Staravia, and Staraptor. Now these next two gens, 4 and 5, I might struggle with a bit, because I have played them, obviously, but I didn't play them much. Not to the point of using a lot of different Pokemon. So the only Pokemon I tended to use in terms of flying were the ones you caught very early on. But once we get into like Gen 6 and 7, I should be okay again. But it's just these next two that I'll struggle with. So I'll have to think about this pretty hard. Oh, actually, I've just remembered, because I was thinking about the rock area, and that made me think of like fossils. Aerodactyl, the hero of the leaf green Nuzlocke. Okay, so let's think about. Drifblim and Drifloon were flying, weren't they? They were like ghost flying. Yeah. I think I get confused with those ones sometimes, because the Fire Elite Four guy in I think it's Gen 4 has a Drifblim, so sometimes I get confused and think that they're part fire, but they're not at all. Okay, who else have we got? So there's the Valley Windworks, and that's where you catch Drifblim sometimes. And then you go up to Eterna City, or through the forest. Rodom fan. We can't forget about Rodoms. And there's no evolution this time, so that makes things like slightly easier because we always forget about the evolutions. Righto, now I'm really going to have to press my knowledge of this game because I often play up to like the second gym and then I get bored and I go do something else. Actually, now that I think about it, Jumpluff. Was Jumpluff flying? I think Jumpluff was. I'm not sure about Hoppip and Skiplet though. I'm gonna put a nice little. I'm gonna put an asterisk there. Just so if I'm missing by 2 and I really can't think of any, I can go, maybe it's Hoppip and Jumpluff. Oh, Hoppip and Skiplet, I'm sorry. Okay. So there's like Hearth Home City or Heart Home. Is there anything there? Then you went along to Salacion, up a bit to, was it Veilstone? I really don't think I'm going to be able to do Gen 4, which is a little bit embarrassing. Jeez Louise, what was in Gen 4? You know what, I'm skipping to Gen 5 because I've thought of something from Gen 5. So we have Pidove, Tranquil, I don't know if you would have heard that. My dog just woke up from his nap. Sounds like he's moving to a better position for another nap. Having a shake. And Pheasant, there was Woobat. And Swoobat. There was Emolga. Ducklet and Swanna, which is what that flying gym leader has. What's her name? Skylar, that's it. Okay, I think I can probably do Gen 5 actually. Let's think. What was that poison area? Most of my experience with Gen 5 comes from Black and White 2, by the way. So, I don't really remember what's down near where the normal gym was. So, you went into the big city. What's it called? Castelia City. And that was the desert area behind. That big electric city, whose name I cannot remember. You move over to Clay's gym, because this was the game that had the 4 bridges, right? And they'd be like flying. You could see Pokemon flying above. Oh. Sorry, Gen 3. Salamence. Because I was just wondering if Drotagon was a flying type. It's most certainly not. What else did they have? Oh, Arcan and Archeops. What else? Because they added in that whole new water area, didn't they? I think I'll move on to Gen 6 though, in the interests of, getting the last third or so, bit over a third. So we have Fletchling. Also, I've just remembered something. Fletchinder and Talonflame. I've remembered a few things actually. I've remembered Togetic and Togekiss from Gen 2. I really didn't give myself much of a chance with Gen 2, did I? I sort of moved on immediately. And I remembered Beautifly. And Dustox was bug poison again, like Venomoth. Okay, so we were in Gen 6 before we got sidetracked. And now Vivian, or Vivillon. I think that was bug flying. I don't remember it having a different type. I think that's how you spell it. I don't think anyone will complain. And then we moved from the bug gym area to the big city, Lumio City. And also there were sky trainers in this game, weren't there? Which makes me think there were more flying Pokemon. Okay. So we had, once you head out of Lumio City, you go to like the skate park area and then down to the, what's it called? Like the castle town, and then the like palace. Oh. It's funny, like the amount of times when I've been thinking of like something completely different, and then I'll get distracted and think of another Pokemon. Like just then I was thinking about like the new Pokemon they announced, Corviknight for Sword and Shield. And I was like, it's reminding me of another Pokemon. And then I thought it was Skarmory because they had the same typing. And then I went, no. It reminds you of Murkrow and Honchkrow because he's a big dark looking dude. So we're moving towards the coast, right? Gosh, I'm really not sure. I don't think there were all that many flying types at the start. Ooh, what's that guy? Sigilif, that's it. Again, not from this gen. But you can catch it near the rock gym. Something else you can catch near the rock gym was Lucha. Okay. And then you go through the reflection cave. Don't think there was anything in there, apart from like maybe Woobats, maybe. You come out at the fighting gym. Oh, near there you can catch a Chatot. Because I remember that was the first time I ever caught a Chatot, and it was busted. For those of you who don't know, Chatot's signature move is Chatter, which used to get its power from essentially screaming into the microphone And the louder you screamed, the more damage it did. Obviously, that was a very silly mechanic. So in the end, they just changed it to being a very, very, very strong move. So Chatot carried me. I think I did a flying types only Nuzlocke through Gen 6. And Chatot was the king of that team, and I lost him to that god-awful Malamar that one of the Team Flare guys has, and I was devastated. So yeah, the Chatots you catch in the bit between fighting gym and the grass gym. And then you come out into like the Badlands area, which is strange because the Badlands are very, very close to this beautiful, like, lush coastal town. You come back to Lumio City, and then you go to the fairy place through that swamp. Were there any flying Pokemon in that swamp? Not that I'm aware of. You go through the like the ice area, I think. Maybe it was different. I'm not sure actually, now that I think about it. But I don't think it matters. You come down. Okay, I think we might be done with Gen 6. I think. I'm gonna move on. Because I think I'm done. I've almost definitely missed something, but I'll come back to it if I have. So Gen 7 had, oh gosh, what's its name? Picky Peck, that's it. Like a Trumbeak, I think. Yeah. And Toucannon. And then we move. Was there anything else on that island? Really? Oh, actually. Another one that's sort of out of the blue. Delibird. Of course, Oricorio. No, I think we only need to ride Oricorio once. I think that's how Bulbapedia classes it. I don't know about Mantike. But Mantine was certainly water flying, and I'll put a little asterisk. I'll never learn how to look it up. I'll never look it up. I'll never learn how to say it. You're just gonna have to put up with it. Okay, so the first island. Can't think of any more that were there. There was Wingulls there. There was Zubats in the cave. Oh, I've forgotten Gen 5's signature, like, duo. Because they had Fullaby and Mandibuzz. Because I remember you can catch one or the other in an area on the first island, or the second island. And Rufflet and Braviary. There we go. Okay, is that it for the first island? I think it might be, so I'm going to move on to the second island, which is significantly larger. So you go through that area that was like the Pikachu Valley sort of thing. And there was the ranch. Is there anything at the ranch? don't think so. You move up to the water place. And the water place had like wishy-washies and dew-piters and like pollywags, I think. You go down to the fireplace, which had like fledglings and salandits. You go to the grass place, which had like the little mushroom guys and lorantuses. Yeah, I think we're actually good for this island. Oh no, and there was the cave and the rock area, the rock lady. You had to go through like a ghost area, I think. How many have we got to go? Like 30. Or 31 we've got to go. No, 21, sorry. Okay, so we'll go to the third island. We have the like... Oh. You have Minior, which was a Pokemon I really, really enjoyed using. So that's up the mountain. What else was there? There were those birds that would drop out of the trees. I think they were Fearos though. You then went to like Acerola's area, which was... what was it? It's like the abandoned shopping mart. So that only had like Ghastlies and Haunters and Gengars and Mimikyu actually. And then you went to Po Town. Is there anything there? Don't think so. It's the last island. Oh, there was Executor Island as well. Gosh, I really don't think there was anything else. I think it's time to consult the old type chart. Let's see what I'm missing. So I think we're good for flying normal. Flying fire. So there was Charizard, there was Moltres, there was the fledgling line. Was there anything else? Not sure. Flying water. There was the Mantine. There was Ducklet and Swanna. And Wingull and Pelipper. Is that everything? Flying electric was Zapdos and Emolga. Also, I've just completely skipped over flying grass, which I shouldn't have done, because I think Shaman was flying grass. Flying electric, though. I think that might have been it. Electros isn't flying. It's just plain electric, isn't it? Flying fighting, I think, was only Hawlucha. Flying poison. Now, Gligar and Gliscor, they are flying, right? They're flying ground. For a second I was about to say that I didn't think they were. I thought they were poison, but they're not. They just get like they've got that ability that lets them heal off like black sludge or something, or a toxic orb. There was also Noibat and Noivern, which I've just remembered. Okay, back to here. Flying poison. Which wasn't Gligar and Gliscor. That's where I was up to. So that was the Zubat line. I don't think like Naganadel and Poipole were flying types. I think I might be done with the poisons there. Flying ground was like Landorus and Gligar and Gliscor. I think that's it. I think that one's one of those ones where it's like hard for them to design Pokemon that fit in that area. Flying rock was Aerodactyl. There must be more than that. There must be. Where would you see a flying rock Pokemon? What would it look like? This is going to bug me because I know that I'm like almost certain that there is a flying rock Pokemon. Anyway, we'll come back to it. Flying bug. So we've got Butterfree, Masquerain, and Megapincer. Let's just go through all the bug Pokemon, shall we? Yeah, I really don't know. This one's turning out to be significantly more difficult for me than I thought it would be. Flying Psychic. There was Swoobat and Woobat. Bronzong's not flying, it just has Levitate. Latios and Latias are dragons, not flying. Again, I'm going to have to move on, I think. I'm really struggling here. Flying Dark. There's a Veltal, Murkrow and Honchkrow. This one's one of those tricky ones because there's no like dark gym leaders to think about. Whereas I guess there's like dark Elite Four members. Because there's that one guy in Gen 3, but I think he has a like Shiftry, Sharpedo, Cacturn, and something else. I might have to keep going. Flying Ghost was Drifloon and Drifloon. Is that it? Jeez Louise, it's not going well. Flying Ice. It's Articuno and Delibird. Is there really no other Flying Ice Pokemon? Yeah, no. How many have we missed? 15. Flying Dragon, Flying Steel, Flying Fairy. really have no clue what we've missed now. Okay, really quickly. Let's see if there's any other categories we can think about. So, like the fossil Pokemon. I had Arcan and Archeops. Aerodactyl. I think that was it for the flyings though. For a second I got excited because I was like, oh my god, Panbat. But Panbat is a creature from my time at Porsche, which is a farming game that I love. And it just looks like a Woobat, but like black and white. It's very cute. What about pseudo legendaries? So there's the Dragonite Lion, the Tyranitar Lion, Salamence, and Metagross. What was Gen 4's pseudo legendary? What were the dragons in Gen 4? I really don't know. Gen 4 is easily my blind spot. Gen 5 had like Hydreigon. Gen 6 had Goodra. I might actually have to call it. I really don't know that I can come up with more. We've been going for like over 45 minutes. So the ones that we're not sure about, we're not sure if Mantike is flying. We're not sure if Dartrix. You know what? I'm gonna write Lidibarian. I think it might be. What's the worst that can happen? I just cross it out in a minute. It'll be fine. Vikavolt was bug electric, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, I genuinely think I have to call it there. I don't think I can think of any others. Which is a bit disappointing considering our last few. Like 50 out of 70, 50 out of 51, like 130 out of 133, 65 out of 68. We've killed it. But this one, not so much. But that's okay. Oh, real quick. Megas. I forgot to think about Megas. Let's go through them. So Mega, Latios and Latias, no. All the ones that were already flying. Oh my gosh. Gyarados. Which, because these Mega losers flying. I think that's it. I think I'm done now. Now let's have a look on Bulbapedia. Doing alright. I forgot about Doduo and Dodrio, which was silly of me. And I really should have remembered that, because there are many different parts of well, not many. There's one particular part of Holland, the bit between Morville and Verdanturf Town, where I used to do a lot of grinding for some reason. I think because the trainers there, a lot of them had a lot of Pokemon that were low leveled, so it was really easy to level up Pokemon. One of them had a Doduo, so I'd fight them a lot. Scyther is one that I did not know was flying type, I'll be honest. I don't really use Scyther. Okay, Ledibar and Ledian were flying, so that's good. Natu and Zatu. And Hopip and Skiploom were flying. Okay. So we didn't forget about Hopip and Skiploom, but I just thought, I really did think that they were just plain grass. Or at least Hopip was. And I can't just fill this whole list with like wild guesses. So Yanmar was flying, and I assume that makes Yanmega flying as well. So I'm gonna write it in anyway. And again, these were ones where I didn't think they were flying type. Like, I know it's a dragonfly, it flies, but I just don't ever remember it being flying. Mothium and Combi and Vespiquen. Okay. I'm not surprised I missed Mothium, but Combi and Vespiquen I used a lot. Vespiquen was one of those ones that I used in that flying only Nuzlocke. It was very strong as well. Yeah, Yanmega was flying, so we're just missing one. I wonder what it was. Okay, Rowlet and Dartrixworth were both flying. Huh. I can't figure out what it was. I must have scrolled past it by accident. Which is easy to do. There's a lot of stuff here. Yep, Shame and Skyfall. I don't know what it could have been. It wouldn't have included Corviknight, because I made this list before Corviknight came out. What is it then? There's probably someone who's like had this in their head the whole time, and they're like, it's like obviously this. And I'm just here looking at this list, like scrolling past it. Maybe it was Mantike, and I've missed it. Yeah, it was Mantike. Okay, there we go. Mantike was another one of those ones where I thought it was just plain water, because like with Hopip and like Mantike, I thought they'd be just water and just grass, and by leveling up they get access to that extra type, which happens a lot. So we missed out on some ones we really shouldn't have, like Doduo, Dodrio, Combi, Vespiquen, and Natu and Zatu. But overall, I think we did okay. We missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Again, 13's pretty good. I'll take that. I think we did worse in the normal types, didn't we? Yeah, we missed 20 in the normal types. So 88 out of 101. Not great, but still not our worst result. So, I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time when we tackle the poison types. Goodbye.